Going on, guys? We're back with another Easter egg video, this time for the Junon demo. First off, apologies if I sound nasally. I'm very sick and allergies are kicking my butt, or cold, whatever this is, so I'm gonna sound different. Apologies for that. But you guys liked the video of the 25 Easter eggs that was in the flashback scene from the first part of the demo, so I figured I'd go through the Junon area and like look for everything I could. I found a couple cool things, some little neat little Easter eggs. First, I want to jump into the combat simulator. There's some audio or OST Easter eggs from the previous game remake, so let's jump into that real quick and we'll go from there. Oh, and before we get any further, if you're trying to avoid spoilers for like the demo and stuff, there's not too much in this, but there could potentially be spoilers for those of you who are trying to avoid as much as possible. Just be warned that there are possible spoilers here. So if you go to the demo and go to the Chocobo Ranch, Chadley will be here and you can do the combat simulator just as you could in remake. But this time, you know, because it's a demo, they do combat training for all the characters and stuff. And this time we finally get to play as Red. Dude, Red is so much fun. But first, you go to combat training Cloud. If you go into all these, they all have their own OST for like their battles and stuff. It's really cool. So we'll start with Cloud. His OST that he has for like the battle here is from the beginning of the game. Whenever you're, it's called "Let the Battles Begin," ex-soldier. So there's that. I'll let these play for a second each, and I'll back out because there's no reason to do this again. And then I'll go next to Tifa. Tifa's is, or no, I'm sorry, not Tifa. Barret. Barret's is the Mako Reactor 1 battle theme, which is cool. I think Tifa and Aerith's are my favorite. Red 13's is pretty obvious, I feel like, but his is very good. So Barret, I'll let this play. This one's called Mako Reactor 1 Battle Edit. So there's that. I thought it was really cool because instead of like just doing standard basic, you know, combat music, they give them like little music and stuff. So Tifa's is probably one of my favorite OSTs, I think, in all of remake. It's called Hand Over Hand. This is when they're breaking into the Shinra building and she's like climbing through the bars and stuff. I love this track so much. Probably one of my favorite. That one and the Collapsed Expressway. That's a good one too. We'll back out. We'll go to Aerith. Aerith is really good too. I did like Aerith. First is Let the Battles Begin remake. This is whenever they get into Honeybee Inn and Cloud is doing his like little. It's before he goes onto the stage and do his dance, but it's like before that. Whenever the three little honeybees, I guess, is what you call them. It's whenever they're watching him. His like little practice or whatever. What he's on. There's that, and then of course, we have Red. We'll do his is the Cosmic Canyon theme. It was in remake whenever you first meet him and stuff, but it was very brief. So now we get to actually like hearing it all of its glory. The Cosmic Canyon theme, I think, is one of my favorite themes in OG FF7. So just I love Cosmic Canyon, but here it is. Alright, so now on to the things out in the world that I found. So speaking of Chocobo Ranch, if you come inside here, there's this little thing right here. Let me go into my photo mode real quick. There's a little Chocobo cat thing, but I forget what they're called, but I do remember researching on it, and traditionally it's just a cat, right? And it's holding a coin, and with the left hand up, or left paw, that is supposed to bring in customers. It's supposed to be like a tradition or a thing to help bring in customers and stuff. So that's what that is, but instead of a cat, it's a chocobo and a cat outfit. I thought that was really cool. Then same as remake, they have the benches, and then you have the classic OG save symbol next to the benches, which is really cool. Then we have this little crater here. I'm not really sure what this is. They have it blocked off, like, you gates and stuff around it. This water looks like the water that Tifa falls into, with those two little whale looking things. So I don't really know if that's connected to the ocean, because the ocean's a different color than this, so I don't really know what this could be. So I just wanted to point that out. I have no idea what that could be. So on our way to our next little Easter egg here, let me give a little bit of context. So under Junon, which is where the city is where we go in here now, where Priscilla and all them are, that used to be the actual Junon, and then Shinra came in and they built all of this and kind of did the whole Midgard treatment, blocked out the sun, ruined most of their fishing and all that stuff. And the only way up and down to Upper Junon, or I guess a new Junon now, is elevators. There's an elevator here, and there's an elevator, I believe, inside of old Junon, down, like, you know, the bottom part of Junon, and it's heavily guarded. So that's the only way up or in and out of Junon. So that's a little context for that. These guys are blocking it, so you cannot get up there without, I guess, permission and stuff. And then of course we have our little boy Stamp up there, Beagle. And I thought this was really cool too. Yeah, bringing peace and prosperity to all corners of the globe. I just think that's not true. Peace and prosperity. Yeah, right. And then speaking of over here, I believe it was over here. Oh yeah, there's like a little medical book you can see here. It has like the cross with a serpent on it and stuff. Right there, the blue thing. You can't really see it, but it is there. This is called the Caduceus. It's a staff with two snakes coiled up around it. It's the official insignia of the U.S. Medical Corps Navy Pharmacy Division and the Public Health Service. This was also a magic wand carried by Hermes, the messenger of the gods. So, I thought it was cool. I thought it was just something that was there. Then if we go inside of Junon here, once you kind of go in here, it kind of like locks you out, where you can't get back in, and if you go too far, it like forces you around places. But we'll go through here, skip through all this real quick. Oh, before I go any further, there is this little location right there. I'm not sure what that could be. I've compared it to the maps and stuff, and that direction should be the Temple of the Ancients area, I believe, but that's more of a pyramid structure, and this here is a dome, so I don't know if that's Fort Condor. I don't think it is, because it doesn't look like what we've seen before in other images. But, or that could just be a mountaintop. It's just very, very well rounded. I don't know, but it does looks like some kind of dome structure. I don't know. If you guys know what that is, let me know down below, because I have no idea. Can't figure it out. We have the Junon symbol fish here. It's fish with Junon in it. That's really neat, because Junon is known as a fishing village, so that's pretty cool. Some yellow flowers. I'm gonna point out every yellow flower I see, just because it's I think it's, I don't know, it's funny to me. Follow the yellow flowers. All right, so here's where things get a bit tricky trying to explore, because Priscilla is very persistent. There's a few things inside under Junon that's really cool to look at. We have a poster right here, which is a wine glass poster. This is Red Ribbon. It says elegance and a glass. Red Ribbon it's an accessory that's in Final Fantasy, or I think mini games. So I thought that was neat. Probably doesn't, I assume it's an Easter egg to the actual, you know, weapon, or the accessory, not the weapon. If we go inside here, we have this little thing here that we've seen before in Vincent's cave with the Medusa looking dude. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is, but these are scattered around. I assume it's some form of like level up system for something. If we come into the armament store, we have a lot of weapons here. I looked at some of these guns to see if they were like Vincent's weapons or from other Final Fantasy games, like 13 and stuff. Couldn't really find anything that looked familiar. Here's the other elevator to get up to the top. It's blocked off, so we can't go through. I apparently passed it, but there's a shop. I think it's called Folios right here where the hilt is. If you go inside there, there's a giant turtle shell, which is an accessory. It made its first appearance in Final Fantasy 3. Showed up in 5 and 8 and all that. So it's just a gigantic turtle shell. I assume it's a Easter egg for the accessory for the previous Final Fantasy games. And then finally we have the store name, which is folios. So a folio is a individual leaf of paper or parchment. There's like a bookstore inside there and stuff, so that's pretty cool. But that's all I could really find here. There wasn't too much because it really restricts you when you first get in here to Under Junon. So you can't look around too much, and once you go so far, you can't go back. Like Priscilla just forces you to go around there. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And if you guys want more videos like this, be sure to like and subscribe. I will be streaming Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth on launch night over on Twitch and live on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe so you do not miss that. Hopefully I feel better and my voice is normal and I'm not congested. I'm trying so hard to get over this. But as always, I appreciate you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.